So it really wants to suck me out of that main current. You know, all the water's just kind of pouring towards it. So gets a little slower as we come, you know, further away from the main river channel, and we get out to the trees. What I'm about to cross right now is actually a small creek. You know, it doesn't even generally get above 6 inches or so. As you can see, I mean, it's just basically at a standstill. So this is the creek, and I mean, these are giant, you know, banks on each side, about 6 foot tall. So generally you get down in this creek right here. I mean, you can't see over the banks. And right now, I mean, it's several feet above the banks. You know, so typically to my left here, this will be like a rock wall that you can't climb up. And you know, it's just even with the hillside there. Just crazy, you know, how everything looks when it's flooded like so. So I'm gonna maneuver around here. It's kind of, you know, a little nerve-wracking because I just don't know where trees are, don't know where logs are. You know, there's just a general pull or a rush of all the water, you know, moving towards the main current. So, you know, you got that going on. So I can see my deer stand now, or our family's deer stand here that my brother built, and the water is just right at the very bottom of it, and it's generally about maybe 8 foot, like at the bottom. So it's like 8 foot platform. And I mean, right now it's just even with it, and there's a poor little snail hanging on for dear life. So this is like a field. It's grown up a lot. There's some small saplings and trees growing up in it, but it is obviously covered in water, and I would say it's kind of hard to judge. So I mean, at least 4 or 5 feet deep in this field here. So yeah, I mean, it's about 3 feet of paddle here, and I did not touch. So it's over 3 feet at minimum. Let's check out the deer stand here, see how it's holding up. Surprised the ladder has not washed away. So everything's still pretty good there. Yeah, I'm amazed. Oh, he's got it screwed in there, so that's good. Else I think that would be gone. And that's just really crazy. You know, when we just walking around here just a couple weeks ago during turkey season. You know, I shot my turkey in that field over there, and it's just completely covered with water now. Does not take long. Just a couple weeks of good rains. Just all these bushes and stuff still blooming. So I'm not even gonna, just gonna kind of peek my head in here, nose around. It'll be too hard to maneuver through all these. It's like a dog hair thicket in here. And so it just, with this paddle, it's gonna be impossible to get through here, but it's definitely deep enough to float around. It's crazy. And you can still see You know, it's probably hard to notice in that, but there's just a general pull. Everything's going towards that main current. You know, and I definitely, if I was to get out there in that main current, this kayak, yeah, this isn't my typical kayak that I use. This is generally the ones I let my kids use, so it's really not big enough for me. And it is pretty difficult to balance. A little top heavy, so I don't think I'll last very long out there in the main current. And it makes you wonder, like, how the wildlife are reacting to this, because this is a very highly populated deer area. Like, they hang out in this dog hair thicket and just, you know, browse around in this bottomlands here. It's like really rich with vegetation and browse for deer, and you know, they're just obviously going for the high ground now. It's definitely majorly disrupt their patterns, you know. And I'll put a game camera down here close by, or somebody will in the family, kind of see what's going on. And I mean, luckily we haven't put them out yet, because they'd be gone, be a loss, be underwater. It is flying down the river, so I'm not gonna get real close. It's for my own safety. It's like just moving crazy fast. So we used to have a rope tied from that branch right there, and we would swing on it and jump in the river. So I mean, if that gives you any idea of like how deep this river is beyond where it typically is. You can see the boils coming up, so I'm gonna steer clear of that, but it's already trying to suck me out there. It's really unpredictable water. Well, that was that.